Hi guys, very good morning. So in the previous class, we were discussing about your data engineering. Okay, so we have spent enough time in our data engineering. So today, we will try to get into your, very important one of the fundamental concepts of your data science is your real-time analytics. Okay, how can we perform your real-time analytics using your Microsoft Fabric? A very important hot topic in the industry, and people with real-time analytics knowledge, especially in Microsoft, they are in huge demand. Okay, right. So I can say it is heart of your data science. Okay, so because most of the industries and companies, they depend upon their real-time analytics. Okay, fine. So because they need to deal with real-time data. Fine. See, what is normal data and real-time data? See, whatever the data we have dealt till now, it's a normal data. So if you have a data uh, with a particular timestamp, see what is the data. For example, you take your stock market. Okay, so the data of the stock market will be changing every time, every second. Yes or no? So that's called real-time data. So that data will be associated with a particular timestamp. Okay, fine. So what is the date? What is the time? What is the second? So that is called as real-time data. Fine. Even your healthcare monitoring system. For example, if you want to monitor the diabetes of a patient, okay, then that is a real-time data. Fine. So real-time analytics is become a, it's like a salt in in your data science. Without that, it's very difficult to make some predictions, take some decisions on real-time basis, on an instant or immediate basis. Okay, fine. So it is a very important concept, and you must showcase in your CV as a data scientist that you have worked on your real-time analytics. Okay, and yeah, it is very core, I can say, aspect of your data science. So uh, so what is real time? So before getting into how can we implement this real time analytics, okay, so let us try to understand some of the basic fundamental concepts of your real time analytics. Okay, then what are the event blocks in your real time analytics and all, then we'll get into a practical. So let us spend some time on your theoretical classes, then we get into your practical classes. So what is real time analytics? Real time analytics is a process of collecting, analyzing, and using data as it's generated to make decisions quickly. Please underline the word called as it's generated. Okay, because so far even we did analytics, yes or no? So far we collected the data, we are analyzing the data, and we are using the data, but it is not like as if generated. It is a old data, it is a static data, right? So that is not the real time data. But here, whenever you start collecting and analyzing and using the data as if it's generated, that is, now what is the time? Today is 26th, right? So 26th, 8:50 or 9 o'clock, what is the data? Fine. So if you take that, if you analyze the data, if you collect the data, if you analyze the data, okay, then visualize the data and take decisions very quickly, that kind of analytics is called as real-time analytics. It's called as real-time analytics. Okay, so how can we do that and all, we'll discuss in the next seconds, right? So so what is real-time analytics? Real-time analytics is all about using your data as soon as it is produced, as soon as, that is immediately as soon as it is produced. For example, you take your sensor data. Okay, for example, you are working in a manufacturing industry as a data scientist, and you are monitoring. For example, you are manufacturing some transformers. You take your BHEL or whatever, maybe they are manufacturing your transformers, alternators, right? Okay. So what they do, they collect the data, right? So using some sensors, they collect the what you call heat or temperature, of a particular transformer oil. Okay, so basically they use that real-time data by using some sensors, all these things. Okay, so what these sensors will do, it collects the data as soon as possible, right? Okay, that's called instant data. Instant data. Fine. So real-time analytics is all about using your data as soon as it is produced. Please underline this word. Okay, why you are using this data as soon as it is immediate data? You are using the immediate data that is produced in order to answer questions, okay, and make predictions and understand relationship and automate the process. Okay, you can take any process, you can take any business, you can take your marketing, you can take your stock market, you can take your banking, okay, or you will take your networking. Okay, for example, you would have got a call from your banks, like if someone is using your credit card or a debit card, without your authorization, immediately a call you will get from your bank, right? It is an automated call that did you use your credit card for this transaction? Okay, please plus one if you are using. If no, please plus two. So when you press two, automatically they will block your credit card or debit card. Why? Because that's a real time. Because that is a security threat. What they got alerted. Okay, so based on the real time data. Fine. That is, you can recognize certain patterns. Okay, so whether it is a fraud or what you call, whether it is a what you call genuine. Okay, so basically uh, these by using that data in the real time, we can answer certain questions and we can make some predictions. Okay, and understand relationship and automate process. Fine. So that is nothing but your real time data. What Gartner says, see, Gartner is one of the I can say one of the famous event management system for your data science and analytics. Okay, so if possible, attend some conferences of your Gartner. Okay, but it's very super costly. Okay, but at the same time it is very powerful. Okay, it's they work with all over world. Okay, so I think your Upshala is also working with your Gartner. Okay, so Gartner basically, they focus only on conferences. Okay, if possible, try to attend data analytics and conference, but it's a very super costly. So these are the locations. They focus Asia specific, Japan. Even I attended one conference in Mumbai. Even it is 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh. Fine. So I request to mute everyone, please.
हाँ म्यूट करो, पॉज करो.
So so basically you can attend basically if not now, maybe once you have a handful of finance, just you can just focus on this Gartner conference. Find a very important conference, the big events will happen. Okay, so you learn more about the things and all. Fine. Okay, just they are into cyber security, data analytics, all these things. Fine. Okay, so uh, basically now, as per Gartner, what real time, what Gartner is telling about your real time analytics. So it is a discipline that applies logic and mathematics to data to provide insights for better decisions quickly. So basically, real time analytics is a discipline of your data science. Okay, which applies logic and mathematics to data to provide insights for better decisions quickly. Okay, please underline the word quickly. Fine. So these are very important. So decisions quickly and as soon as it is produced. These are very, very important concepts of your terminology of your real-time analytics. Okay, so we need a data that is instantly generated. That is, we are working on the data. We are working in your real-time analytics. We will work on the data that is immediately produced or on the real-time data that is called real-time data. Okay, so then basically we will take decisions very quickly. We'll take decisions very quickly. Fine. So these are the, for example, these are the real-time sensors. Fine. Okay, so where basically I'm collecting to your database, then I'm performing certain real-time analytics. Fine. So how we can do with the help of your Microsoft Fabric environment or platforms. Fine. So this is about your real-time analytics. So then what are the applications of your real-time analytics? So basically it is used in applications where the timeless of data is important. Okay, so whenever the timeless is important, okay, then there it is used. For example, your stock market, your marketing. So basically, marketers use your real-time analytics to understand what product customers are looking at and adjust their sales strategies. For example, you take your Amazon, Zepto, Flipkart. See why they are hiring data scientists day by day. Okay, every day they are hiring. Why? E-commerce or any company, especially these e-commerce guys, because whenever you open your Amazon, so a lot of data is generated every second. That is a real-time data. Who is generating data? Your people, yes or no? Your citizens of the India, right? So they are clicking their what you call n number of products. They are trying to get experience, and all the data is collected. All that information is collected on the real time. So to take certain strategic decisions to increase their sales, right? So they want to know their product experience. How what is their experience, the products. Basically, if you even for example observe, if you order something, For example, just today morning I ordered what you call kulfi ice cream in Zepto. Okay, so as soon as they deliver, they are giving one what you call rating. So rating for each and every product, kulfi ice cream, what you call one butter, okay, cheese, okay, what is the rating, all these things. This is as soon as you give the data, it gets captured in their system. That's called real-time data, and they analyze certain information, how the customer experience is, and so that how they can increase their sales strategy. See how, for example, even Akshay Kalpa is what you called is one of the brand in Bangalore. Okay, they are implementing this real-time analytics. Fine. So basically, like they are collecting some data, what you call from the customers. They're for example, myself, for example, I'm using Akshay Kalpa products, right? So we are ordering more curd, right? Fine, we are ordering more curd. Okay, so they came to know that when they came to know that we are ordering more curd, but it is a very tasty, product, actually very genuine product, right? So they came to our house, even we don't know, they gave some new products for us very free of cost. We are surprised, basically. So how this is of your real time analytics. Basically, like in order to increase their, this is one of the sales strategy. So obviously they are giving some, supplying some free ghee, free honey. Okay, so obviously you are exploring the new products, and obviously they are increasing their sales. Yes or no? So this is how basically real time analytics has become a part and parcel of each and every company. You will be in high demand, okay, if you are into the real time analytics as a data scientist, right? So of course most of the work we'll do on this only, fine. So and security, yeah. So when it comes to your vertical financial security or network security, so to prevent some unauthorized access, real-time analytics can help protect networks and systems from unauthorized access by providing immediate alerts and automated responses to the potential security breaches. As I told you just now, right? Basically, if someone is using your credit card or debit card, um, you know, uh, without your knowledge, immediately, if some algorithms, real time system algorithms, it will give some alert. Okay, they'll call you automatically, they will block your cards. Okay, then based on your response, again they will unblock your cards, right? Okay, so even it happens to me also, right, every time, basically. So they prevent frauds. It is used to prevent frauds, right? So your real time analytics are very important. Then basically supply chain. See, these are the four marketing domain, security domain, and supply chain IoT have taken. There are a number of even healthcare systems, automations, and number of applications are there. Endless applications. If I start taking just discussing about your applications of real time, I can spend a day, right? So let us limit ourselves just to understand the real time knowledge, right? So supply chain organization can use real time analytics to analyze incoming orders. Okay, sales data and customer demand to update inventory levels and trigger reordering process. As I told you, like for example, your Akshay Kalpa or Zepto, they have supply chain department, right? Okay, so they can analyze incoming orders. For example, I'm ordering huge amount of curd. Obviously, like they will predict, this guy will order in the next coming weeks around 10 bottles of curd, right? So obviously they can get the real time insights, and they prepare their reordering process, actually, right? So this is how they use supply chain, their IoT, Internet of Things. Real time analytics can help translate insights with countless devices and sensors into actions for smartphones and automation, or what you call autonomous vehicles, basically. So basically, the real-time analytics is also used in your IoTs, to automate the process of your home automations or industry automations or vehicle automations or whatever may be. Right? I can say, the applications of your real-time analytics are endless. It's an excellent subject in your data science. So now these are the benefits of your real-time analytics. Basically, fast decision making, of course, yes, because basically you are dealing with your real-time data, so your fast decision making, then more agile business operations, then quick fixes of your operational issues, then rapid response to market trends. That is, you can increase your business very fastly, then the personalized customer marketing and better customer service, right? Okay, these are the benefits of your what you call real-time analytics. Now, how can we perform all these things? You're talking more on your real-time analytics theoretical part, but how can we perform in your real time with the help of your Microsoft Fabric? Microsoft Fabric has came with an excellent solution for your real-time analytics. Of course, you do have a number of tools, okay, to perform your real-time analytics. Okay, But how Microsoft has evolved as a no-code experience tool. Okay, so you don't have any coding, you not have any coding knowledge. Without that, how can we perform your real-time analytics? It itself is a beautiful concept. Okay, and it is the beauty of your Microsoft, where even a layman can use these tools to perform your real-time analytics. Okay, without much knowledge on data science. Fine. Okay, so that is the reason why most of the companies now they are adapting to your Microsoft Fabric to provide real-time analytical solutions, data science solutions, data engineering, or data warehousing solutions. It's an all-in-one solutions. If you have your Microsoft Fabric in your company, you can provide all-in-one solutions to your customers. Fine. Okay, so how can we do all these things? So there is a concepts, because you are in a Fabric platform. There are a number of concepts, technical concepts. You need to work on it. Okay, so to perform this real-time analytics. So one of the concepts are like your KQL database and KQL query language. Okay, so these are the concepts. Basically, KQL databases, KQL query language. Okay, event streams. Okay, real-time streaming of your data. Okay, all these are the different concepts where you need to master in your Microsoft Fabric in order to perform this real-time analytics. See, what is this KQL database? Okay, so not to worry about this flowchart. I'll explain you later. First of all, let us understand the concept of your KQL database. See, what is this? You are telling it's a database. Yes, it is a database. So, what is a database? It is a place where we can store data in the form of different database objects like tables, views, stored procedures, and all. This is also the same database. It is also a database like your SQL database or any database, basically your Oracle or whatever maybe. But these databases are a special kind of database. See, basically we call it as a Kusto query language database. What is that? KQL means Kusto query language database. A KQL database is a database that uses Kusto query language to query and analyze your data. So these databases are specifically used. Please underline this word. Okay, it is specifically, okay, it is a place where we can ingest streaming real-time data set. Okay, not only ingesting streaming the real-time data set, we can also transform this what I call real-time data set and visualize this real-time data set using Power BI. Fine. So our my Power BI means your Fabric. Fine. So what is this? What is the difference between normal database and KQL databases? These KQL databases are specifically used to ingest, okay, streaming data set. Okay, streaming data set. Basically, streaming data set is nothing but your live data. It's a live data, right? So it is a place where the KQL database, it is a place where I can what you call input. I can store certain streaming or live data sets. See, what is the difference between normal data set and the live data set? A live data set will be always associated with the timestamp. That's it. Okay, it's a live data set. So the data set which is associated with the date and timestamp, whenever you have a date, at what date it is collected, at what time it is collected. If you have that information, it is nothing but your live data set. If you don't have, it is not a live data set, basically. Okay, so if you want to store live data streams or data sets in the real time, not only storing, okay, if you want to analyze, if you want to transform, okay, those live data sets instantly, then okay, we need to understand what is called as KQL database. KQL database is a centralized repository or a database or a storage location where I can place your or ingest. Ingest means inserting, basically, like what do you call it? Loading, basically. Okay, ingest. Okay, it's a concept called ingest. It's a place where we can ingest the real-time live data set, right? Okay, so and your KQL database, the database, see how your SQL, Microsoft SQL Server or Oracle SQL database uses SQL, okay, as a structured query language. Similarly, your KQL database, okay, uses Kusto query language, KQL, okay, to query and analyze data. Now you have ingested your real-time data. Now, once we ingest, your real-time data in your KQL database, okay, so you are ingesting your real-time data. So this is how I represent your real-time data like stream. It's a river of stream. Okay, it's not normal data. It's a stream. Okay, so with your date and timestamp, fine. Okay, so then we can analyze and generate reports. We can transform the data okay, and we can generate reports. We can generate reports or visualize your data with help of your KQL, that is Kusto query language. Okay, so like your SQL, right? How you write your SQL statements in your database. Similarly, we can write certain okay KQL statements. Okay, it itself is a separate language. We'll be discussing in a very few seconds what is the basics of your KQL. Okay, so how can we analyze your extract or query the data? Fine. So your KQL database is a database that uses your KQL, that is Kusto query language, to query and analyze your data. Fine. So KQL, what is KQL then? KQL is a query language that can be used to explore data, identify anomalies, and create some statistical models or some visualizations. It is a flexible language that can be used to query structured and semi-structured and unstructured data, right? So it's a place where, so basically your KQL database, okay, it is a place where to ingest your real-time stream data, not only ingesting your data, you can transform and visualize the data, fine, okay? So this is how basically, about your KQL databases, right? So now before getting into what you call the, KQL database, how to create your KQL database, let us discuss about some concepts of your KQL, Kusto query language, like your SQL, right? So Kusto query language is a very powerful tool to explore your data and discover patterns, identify anomalies, outliers, and create statistical models as discussed. So it is also used to basically query structured and semi-structured data. So the language is expressive, very easy to understand, read and easy to understand. It's very expressive. It is like English language, very easy. Okay, do not worry about that. Fine. So Kusto query language is optimal for querying. See, basically, why you use this KQL? It is the best option, for querying your telemetry data, matrices data, logs data. Okay. So basically, if you want to search some text, okay, then time series data. Time series data means data which is related to your time, right? And functions, analytics, and aggregations. Okay, basically, vector similarity searches and all other, basically, if you are basically dealing with like this data, okay, so these are all called as real-time data, basically, fine. So logs data and all these are called real-time data. Basically, they'll be in JSON format. Okay, so then we can go for your KQL language, Kusto query language, right? So how your normal databases like your Oracle database, Microsoft SQL database uses your schemas. Okay, here also your KQL will use schema that are organized in hierarchy manners like your SQL databases, tables and columns. Here also you store your data in the form of tables and columns. Fine. So now this is an example of your. This is how your KQL language looks like. Okay, like this you write your programs. Okay, so don't worry about these programs. I'll be explaining in detail. Okay, for example, what is this events? Events is one table. Okay, so from where I'm taking 100 rows. I'm taking 100 rows. So events is nothing but your table. Okay, from where I'm taking or extracting 100 rows. So simply I take events, take 100. Then what is this? What is this? Is nothing but your pipe. So it's a pipeline driven language. Basically, your KQL is nothing but a pipeline driven language. See what's pipeline? See, basically the output of your first statement. See, every statement in your KQL, okay, starts with your pipeline. Fine. So and first starts with your table name, then starts with your pipeline. Okay. So once it starts with the pipeline, the second statement again starts with your pipeline. Without pipeline symbol, okay, so it won't allow you to execute. Fine. So every statement, okay, every program starts with your table name, and every statement starts with your pipeline. Fine. Okay. So what is this pipeline? Basically, what is the use of this pipeline? See, basically, once it execute the first, statement, the output of first statement is passed to the input as a second pipeline. Basically, fine. This is how it executes actually. It is out. Fine. This is how the structure of your KQL queries. We call it the KQL queries. Okay. So it is bit completely different from your SQL queries, fine. But however, this is better. It is very easy to understand also compared to your SQL queries, fine. Only that just you should have some hands-on practice. That's it, fine. So this is how we will work on some in this today's class. We'll try to execute some KQL queries. We'll try to create some KQL databases. Then we'll try to create some KQL queries. Okay, all it is system build. No need to worry about that, fine. Okay. Fine. So any questions till now? Any questions till now? So that if you don't have any questions, we'll straight away get into creating your KQL databases. Yeah, we'll start your practicals. Any questions, guys?
Ritvik, is KQL exclusive to Fabric or is it a general?
It's also a general, okay, but Fabric has, Fabric has integrated this basically. Yeah.
Okay.
KQL is in generic, basically it's used for your real-time analytics.
Okay.
It is also a product of Microsoft, though they are using it in Microsoft Fabric.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions, guys, till now? It looks bit, in the first time, it looks bit different, but as you spend some time, it becomes very easy for you. So now let us start creating this KQL database. So now we know what is real-time analytics, what is the importance of your real-time analytics, then what is KQL database, what is KQL queries. Okay, then we'll start now how to create your first KQL database. Okay, see, there is a concept called event house in your Microsoft Fabric. Okay, so basically event house, it itself is a house. Okay, so it's a collection of different KQL databases. Okay, so basically we won't create KQL database at a first site. Basically in your Fabric, first what we do, we create event house, then inside your event house we create your KQL database. Okay, n number of KQL databases you can create based on the requirement. Okay, so let us get into your Fabric and start creating your KQL databases. Okay, fine. So actually I'm facing some issues with your with my system actually. Fine. With my account, that is why I'm using Kamal account, Kamal at Upshar account. Okay, so because I think I'm facing some issues whenever so let me show you the issue. So even I tried with Samir account also, they are getting some issues. Okay, so we need to talk to Microsoft. So let me get into your Samir account. So they log in. So what issues we are facing whenever just when we click on this anything, basically for example if you want to create a lake house, maybe today morning we are facing issues, but I think it would have been rectified now. I don't know. Yeah, it has been rectified. Yeah, by Microsoft. Yeah. So we used to get some errors actually. So let me just get into your real-time intelligence. Let me create one event house. That's working. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. So no problem. So I don't want to take a risk here. Okay. Fine. Okay. Fine. No issue. It's working fine. Yeah. Better. So let me get into your Microsoft Fabric. Okay. So now basically now we are getting into your real-time analytics experience. So we call it the real-time intelligence. Okay. So basically, if you want to discover insights from your streaming data, quick insights, index and partition and any doses of all these things, you can get into. If you want to flag some anonymous, all these things you can get into the things. Fine. Just click on this real-time intelligence. Now this is your basically like environment where you can create your components of your real-time intelligence or real-time analytics. So what are the components? Basically KQL database. The first step is to create your KQL database. See here you are having something recommended components, right? So basically here you won't see the KQL database. You see your event house, KQL query set, okay, real-time dashboard, okay, so event stream, all these are different components of your real-time analytics, but you won't see KQL database. Why? Because KQL database is a subset of your event house. Event house. So event house is a collection of KQL databases. So basically, first we create your event house, then we create your KQL database. So let me just click on your event house. Okay. So Apshala event house. Okay, just click on create. Click on create. Okay, so click on get started. Click on just close this. So this is a look and feel of your basically event house. Okay, where you have still now we didn't created any database here. That is the reason why this everything is 0 bytes. Okay, so nothing is there basically. Okay, everything is empty. Fine. And even you don't have any databases basically. Okay, only that you created one event house. That's it. Okay, fine. So now let us create in the event house. We can create n number of databases, KQL databases. Okay. So let me create a database. Just click on this database. Now this is how we create your KQL databases. Okay. So whenever you create your KQL database, it gets added below your event house. Okay. So event house is a place where you can store n number of KQL databases. So introduction to event house in your Microsoft Fabric. An event house is a dynamic workspace within your Microsoft Fabric designed to handle and analyze large volumes of real-time data. Okay. So if you want to store large volumes of your real-time data, then create your event houses. Okay. It hosts multiple KQL databases as a part of your Fabric, real-time analytics, making it powerful tool for managing event-based data such as telemetry and log data, IoT, and whatever, financial records. Fine. So in a nutshell, event house houses n number of KQL databases. So let us create one event house. Fine. Okay. So just already we created. Now let us create one new database, KQL database in your event house. So Apshala KQL. Okay. Database. So sometimes it won't support underscores and that, but not to worry. Suppose if it is not supporting, use some meaningful name. That's it. So what type of database? It is a new database. Let me done. Click on create. So it is creating the new database. Okay. You are creating. This is the process of creating your new KQL database. Now see here, automatically you created your what you called Apshala KQL database. See, automatically a KQL database is added. Okay, so a KQL database, Apshala KQL database is added to your event house, Apshala event house. So under Apshala event house, I can have n number of basically KQL databases. Okay, so one is your finance, for example, Apshala finance. Okay, then you have Apshala marketing, Apshala stock, basically n number of basically requirements. You can create n number of KQL databases. Now I don't have any requirement of creating n number of databases. Let me create only one database like this. Fine. Now you created a database, but you didn't upload the data in the database. Okay. So how can I get the data? Now see, that is the reason why all these, basically it is zero bytes. Okay. So you can see who created this, Mr. Samir. Okay. He's from Central India. So what is the database location? Event house. It is this database inside your event house. It is created on October 26th. Okay. So now how can we basically get dump the data, load the data into a KQL database? So this is called as ingestion. Okay, we call this is your KQL database, what you created. Okay, so Apshala KQL database. Okay, so we need to load your data. Okay, so into your into KQL. This is called as data ingestion. Okay, concept. So data ingestion concept. Okay, it's called as KQL. So there are many ways to load your to ingest your data. Okay, instead of load concept, I'm telling it as ingest. There are many ways to ingest your data inside your KQL databases for your real-time analytics. Now, first way we are exploring now, we will explore in n number of ways. Okay, so to ingest your data into a KQL databases. Okay, so just what you call it here, you can just click on the 3 dots. Okay, so you can click on get data. So this here there are many ways actually. Okay, You can just get your sample data or from your local file, or you can get the data from OneLake or Azure storage. Okay, so to ingest your data to your cloud, fine. And you can also create your real-time hub, event streams, pipelines, Amazon S3 to basically to ingest your data to your KQL database. What is this event streams, event hubs, all these things? These are all real-time streaming data. Okay, so for example, if you want to load the what you call real-time data, we create something called as event streams. Okay, so streams means real-time data, stream of data. Okay, every second it will be changing. Fine. So and it will loading to your KQL database. So I told right in the beginning of the class, KQL database is exclusively used. KQL database is exclusively used to store your streaming data. This is nothing but your streaming data. Fine. Okay. So basically, if you want to use real-time, ingest your real-time streaming data, then go for your KQL. So how you can ingest? Basically, we create something called as event streams. So all these things we'll discuss in next future classes. Okay. So now there are many ways to ingest your real-time data, normal data. So this is a way. Okay. So just click on these three dots on your KQL database. Click get data. So you can ingest like this, or you can create some event streams. Okay. So and load that data. Fine. Okay. So now let us just click on sample data for your example. Okay. So just click on your sample data. Okay. Because we have a number of sample data provided by your Microsoft and Excellent. All these are real-time data basically. Fine. Again, what is real-time data? If a data is having timestamp, it's a real-time data. That's it. Fine. Okay, so now let me take your stock analytics. Here we have weather analytics data, IoT analytics, automotive operations, log analytics, Azure, game analytics. Okay, so basically let me take your stock analytics. Okay, so just so I'm loading the sample data. Basically, called stamp. It is around 286 MB file. Okay, so I'm loading this sample data of stock analytics inside your KQL database. That's it. Now see here, basically this is the data size, what it is showing. This is your data, what you are loaded. Okay, and these are the columns. Okay, see here you are able to see date and time. This is nothing but whenever you see this column, this is nothing but your real-time data. Fine, this is nothing but the data that is collected in the real time. So this data is collected on so and so date and so and so time and all these things. Fine. So these are the different open, high, low, close, basically, ticker. These are all different, columns, ingestion time. So see here, ingestion time. So what is the date today? 26/10/2024. What is the time? It is taking some other time format. You need to change. It is 3:38 US time format, I think. Okay. So this is the ingestion time. What is ingestion time? At what time you ingested means loading. Okay, ingested the data into your KQL database. Right, it is recording basically. Fine. So basically you are able to get the statistics here also. So 26th October, basically it's a histogram basically chart. Fine, automatically it's exploring. If you want to explore the data, you can click on it. Fine, you can explore the data. Fine, in your Power BI basically. This is basically the code what it has written. Okay, so in your KQL queries. So automatically when you click on explore, it is getting into your KQL query, editor basically, where you can write your KQL queries. Okay, so this is a program what they have written. No need to worry about this. Just click on this or close it. Okay, no need to worry about this. Fine. Okay, so now this is how even you can see here ingested data, you get all these basically. Okay, there is no ingestion till now. Suddenly, because of this, there is an ingestion. Suddenly, you have ingested around 3,80,000, 2,080. I mean, how much it is? 38 lakhs. 2,254 rows you have injected suddenly. Okay, so just you can click on this and you can get again insights. All these things. Fine. Okay, schema insights. When you click on schema insights, you see what is the column name. Okay, this is a date. This is a open column name, high column name, and what is the minimum and maximum time it has taken to inject. Okay, So it is giving that, okay, all this information you are able to get. Okay, fine. So basically now see here, so basically, like just whenever, here you are able to lake one availability. See, whenever you create your KQL database, see that it should be available on your one lake because it is disabled now. So make it as, turn on so that you can connect your Power BI or any other sources. Okay, so basically you can connect to your lake house and you can connect your KQL databases. See, KQL database is one of the component in your one lake, right? Okay, so KQL database, your lake house, your data warehouse, reports, all these are components in your one lake, right? So these are the data science components. So if anyone wants to connect your newly created KQL database, basically you need to enable this in your one lake. Otherwise, just you'll connect, you won't get the data. The data will not be loaded in your Power BI. For example, you connected you created your KQL database, right? Okay, now what you can do, you can go to your Power BI. Okay, so just go to your Power BI. Okay, so you can connect your Power BI desktop to the KQL database. So where is your KQL database? It's inside your one lake, right? So if you want to connect your Power BI to your KQL database inside your one lake, you need to enable this. You need to enable, okay, your KQL database, okay, for the one lake. Then only you can connect and load the data. Otherwise, you cannot. What the data you have? Stocks data, right? Stocks table. So let me connect your Power BI, okay, to your KQL database. Just click on blank report. Click on bank report, click on one lake data hub. Now see here you have KQL database, right? Click on KQL database. Okay, now see here, it is trying to connect. Why? Because I need to change your account. So let me sign in. Because I connected, I created your KQL database using Samir account. Let me use your Samir account itself for your Power BI desktop. Now I have logged in. Now click on one lake data hub, click on KQL databases. Now see here, you have Apshala KQL database, right? Okay, see here, this is the symbol of your KQL database. This rocket symbol, it's nothing but your database with a rocket symbol. It's nothing but your basically, like real-time analytics, basically KQL database, right? Okay, it's a very special database to store query language. So nothing issue, just cancel it. Okay, fine. So just click on this KQL database, click on connect. So now it is getting connected to your, basically it is asking basically to authenticate, maybe, yeah. It is connecting to your KQL database. Now see here, it will load. Now see here, it has loaded the KQL database, okay, to your Power BI. You have the, the real-time data that's called stocks, okay, fine, where just we created, right? We created your KQL database and we loaded the data, the sample table called stocks. The same thing we are able to see in your Power BI, fine. Just select your stocks, click on load. Click on load. That's it. Okay, that is you are loading the data. Now the beauty here, the beauty of your KQL database is, okay, it will ask you, your Power BI will ask you, do you want to load the data from KQL databases to your Power BI desktop, or do you want direct query? That is the only feature, that is only one technology here. It will ask you to choose. Suppose if you, in the previous sessions, in the previous classes, we connected your Power BI to your Azure cloud, we connected your Power BI to the SQL server, we connected your Power BI to your different clouds like your Microsoft semantic model. At that time, it is not asking you, right? Directly, it is disabling this table view, and it is not loading. That is, it is implementing the concept of your direct query, right? It is not asking you. But here, whenever you are connecting to your KQL databases, your Power BI will ask whether you want to import that, you want to import the data, dump the data to your Power BI desktop, or direct query. So always I don't want to import because a huge data set, my system may get hang. Just go for direct query. Okay, click OK. Now see here, it gets disabled. Now table view gets disabled. Okay, so and it is loading your what you call real-time analytical data into your Power BI. This is how we load your real-time data into your Power BI using your KQL. Now it is, you can see here it is disappeared actually. Now you don't have any table view here. Okay, now you can start generating your reports. Fine. Okay, so this is how we connect your real-time data, real-time. So whenever you are connecting your Power BI, okay, to your KQL databases, you are nothing but doing your real-time operations. Okay, in general, in your real-time companies, you do like that. Fine, you store your data in your KQL databases. Fine. Okay, so this is how we use or connect your what you call Power BI to your KQL databases. So now good. So now we created your database. Okay, so we uploaded your table. Now basically that is we performed ingestion operation into your KQL database. What is ingestion operation? Injecting the data, okay, to your KQL database. Fine. So we created a KQL database called Apsara KQL database. Now we injected a sample real-time data called stocks. Okay. Okay. So with the help of your KQL database, this is called as data ingestion concept in your KQL database. Now, how can we? Now we created one table, right? There is what is another way to inject your data to your KQL databases. For example, I want to create another table. What I can do? So what I can do, again, I can just click on these three dots. Okay, just click on get data, click on local file. Even I can inject the data from your local file. Click on your local file. Okay, so click on the new sum table, for example, company data. Okay, company data. Fine, company underscore data. Now here you can drag and drop. If you have already, I do have some files. Okay, so company files, just I go to your Fabric real-time analytics folder. Okay, so company information, this is a SQL file, CSV file of company information where I want to inject this file inside your KQL database as a table basically. So now I'm injecting an additional table or additional information in your KQL database. This is also one way. Now, so basically it is loaded. Still, if you want to add files, you can add. Okay, click on next. Now basically now see here basically this first row actually it is matching to your column headings, right? So what I can do, I can select this use first row as a column heading. So it has used, okay, it is used, fine, as a first row as your column headings. Now click on finish. If you want edit columns, you can edit. Okay, for example, click on edit columns. You can, instead of trigger, you can use source. This is basically you can edit like this, or if you don't want, go back. Okay, so this is a CSV format. You can go to JSON format or whatever maybe, but let me upload in CSV format. See here, these many formats we have. Okay, CSV, n number of formats we have to store your data. PARQ we have discussed. Okay, fine. So we have discussed ORC. Okay, so we have discussed all these things. Okay, so there are different formats, where your Fabric or KQL database can support a very complex database. I can say powerful database to store highly structured and unstructured data. Fine. So just click on finish. Click on finish. That's it. Now see here the data is getting loaded. This is called ingestion of additional data to your KQL database. This is an ingestion of your additional data to your KQL database. So what we did, we created your KQL database. Then we ingested the first table called stocks real-time table. Okay. Then after that, we started ingesting the additional data from another file. See here, successfully ingested. Click on close. Click on close. So here also you can create your dashboard. See here, you can create your dashboard. Okay. You can explore the result from the new table. If you want to undo ingestion, just click on delete ingestion. It's undoes, or you can just click on this. Right? I don't want to do any of the things now. Click on close. That's it. Now see here, this is the second ingestion what I did. Now just click on your refresh. Okay, so see here automatically you got your company data. Fine, this is your company data. Fine, fine. You have very simple reports. We have two reports. Okay, so this is a company data. Okay, this is a schema. We have two columns only with a very simple data. Like this, I can ingest additional data from from different sources. Again, if you want to ingest data from your one lake, yes, you can do that because already you have one lake. Okay, so just you can create, fine. So n number of things you can do. Fine. So you can connect your one lake. All these things you can do it basically. Fine. So this is how. Let me just avoid it. Okay. So yeah. So this is called as a data ingestion concept. Okay, in your KQL databases. Right. Any queries here, guys, till now? Now see here, your Power BI is automatically built. Okay. I told you, right? Power BI, you will deal till you go for your generative AI. Fine, till you be with your generative AI. Okay, you have Power BI basically. Basically, ultimately, you need to visualize your data. So why you are doing all this circus? You know to visualize your data, right? Any queries till now? What is meant by KQL database? How to create your KQL database? How to create your what you call data? How to ingest your data to your KQL database? How to additionally add some data to your KQL existing KQL database? All these things. Anything? Any queries, guys? No queries?
Sir, Ritik, what are the limitations?
Limitations.
Hello.
The limitations, there is no as such any limitations here. So basically, like only have very good advantages. Okay. So because in your data analytics, basically we perform real-time data analytics. 99% we go for your real-time data analytics. There is not that much limitations. Only some limitations is like it is having its own syntax. Sometimes be difficult to understand. It won't work properly. But you should be a bit familiar with that syntax. That's it. That is the only limitation.
Okay.
But when it comes to coding, there are some limitations like your. It's not like straightforward like SQL. Okay, so you need to have some knowledge and training on it actually. But however, because of no code experience, it makes you very easy, right?
Okay.
Now you created your what you call SQL database. You created some tables. Okay, you created some files, all these things, right? See here how this is a file, these are tables. Okay, so now basically what I can do, I can use this real-time data in lake houses and data warehouse also. Okay, so what I can do with the help of the concept of shortcuts. This is where this is time you can understand shortcuts still better. Okay, see if you want to use your complete KQL database, that is your Apshala KQL database in your lake house, then what I do, I need to dump this lake house, right? The KQL data, it's a very huge database, right? But I won't do that. Okay, what I do, I go to your lake house, for example, go to your workspace. Let me use your Ruthvik workspace. Okay, go to your lake house. Okay, so lake house training, fine. So I will create a shortcut for your KQL database, fine. So let me click on get data, click on new shortcut. Okay, so Microsoft OneLake, because your what you call the KQL database is there in your OneLake. Now see here, this is your KQL database. Create a shortcut for your complete KQL database. So when you create a shortcut for your complete KQL database, it looks like the complete KQL database, it's there in your lakehouse. Okay, now you can start performing the real-time analytics in your lakehouse itself. Just click on next. Okay, so if you want to, I want all tables to be selected because only I have 2 tables. Okay, so basically I want all tables to be selected, but see here, it is not showing some tables. Okay, fine. So just click on select. Now you are creating a shortcuts to stocks. Click on create. Fine. So you created your a shortcut to your lake house, sorry, KQL database for your real-time analytics. Okay. Now here, this is a shortcut. This is stocks is a table, basically to create your shortcuts. Now I can go to your, okay, just click on this. Now see here, this is a real-time data. From where you are getting, basically from the KQL database. It's not from your lake house. Okay, it is not a physical data, real-time data. It is a data from your KQL database, where this is a shortcut, very simple shortcut. It is pointing to the real-time database called stocks in your KQL database. Fine. Some issue. Okay, there is some issue here. No problem. So now get it to your SQL endpoint analytics of your lakehouse. We refresh. Actually, it's a small bug in your Microsoft system. So whenever you select this, initially it won't come. You need to refresh. They're working on it. So basically now you are able to see your stocks. So basically click on new query. Now you can extract, just drag and drop. Okay. Now basically now your what you call lake house. Basically it will decide basically what to do basically. So this is one thing. Okay, you can start writing your queries on your lake house. Okay, so like this, basically select start this lake house. You can do like this, okay, in your lake house. Fine, very simple, right? Similarly, you can go to your data warehouses and do the things. Here you are able to see the data. Fine, you can basically you can go to your data warehouses. Okay, also you can do the things. Fine, go to your Microsoft. I think if you created some data warehouses, I think I'm not able to see any data warehouse here. Okay. No problem. The concept is same. Just you can go to your data warehouse. Suppose if you create a data warehouse, okay, and you can use that lake house in your. Let me create your data warehouse in your. Anyone has created? Let me check. I think this is an account of Samir. Yeah. Okay. So let me create one new warehouse. Warehouse for KQL. Okay, so I created one warehouse. Now let me create what you called just it's creating your warehouse. I can create a shortcut here. So you can create a shortcut. Okay, get into a schema. New table. Okay. So load is I'm not able to find two tables. So are you able to find shortcut? You can create your what you called pipeline. Okay, then you can correct your KQL database. Okay, so again it is a roundabout again. Fine, where you can straight away use your okay, 1 minute. Let me go to your data engineering. Okay. Go to your notebooks. I think we created a couple of notebooks, right? Let me correct your lake house. Existing lake house training where I do have your I created a shortcut. So here I created a shortcut for your what do you call real-time data in your KQL database. Just drag and drop. Just drag and drop. Okay. Now see here automatically it is writing SQL query for your what do you call real-time data. Fine. So this is how basically I can use your real-time data what do you call your KQL databases in your lake houses. Okay, so even you can create your real-time data in your warehouses also. Okay, fine. where you can't directly build your pipelines, because there is no option for you to create your data for your what you call warehouses. Suppose if you see here, if you get into your warehouse, so okay, so you're not able to see any shortcut, nothing. Basically, you need to create your pipelines, okay, then build, correct your pipelines, or go to your notebooks, okay, do the things. You can't create any shortcuts immediately, fine. So basically, this is how I can use your KQL databases, what I created in your real-time intelligence or real-time analytics environment, okay. So in another environments, I can use in your data engineering environment, I can use your data warehousing environment to perform certain real-time analytics, fine. So let me get into your Lekha, what's called a KQL database. So this is your KQL database. Again, yes. Yeah, Apshala Event House. Okay, so Apshala KQL database. Yeah, so this is a KQL database. Now, how can we query? Basically, we are telling that your KQL database is using, we created your KQL database, we ingested your, what you call the KQL database, by adding some tables, by adding some data, right? Now, how can we perform certain query operations? We have a data inside your KQL database, right? So we have some data. What is the data? We have company data, we have stocks data, fine. How can we perform certain, how can we, what you call, query this data? So obviously, as we mentioned, KQL databases uses something called as KQL language, Kusto query language. Okay, it's a very simple language like your SQL. If you are able to understand the concept of your SQL, it's very easy to understand KQL language also, because more or less it's same, but it's completely syntax is different. Fine. So now basically there are already built-in what you call KQL queries in your system. For example, just you select your table. Okay, so click on this three dots, query table. So basically, there are different built-in what you call queries. Even you can query using your SQL. So this is one of the excellent feature in your KQL database, where you can use your SQL query language also instead of KQL. Okay, but mostly we use KQL. Fine. So I want to show, okay, any 100 records in my, from my table, real-time table called stocks. Just click on show any 100 records. So click, just automatically your KQL editor gets opened. This is your KQL editor, okay, where you can execute your what you call KQL statements or KQL queries or KQL programs. Fine. Now see here, as I told you, every KQL program starts with your table name stocks, and the next it will start with your pipelines. Every statement starts with a pipeline. This is the second statement. See, your first statement starts with your pipeline. So just I want to take 100 random rows or 100 random data from your stocks. So it has taken already. Just you can execute it. Okay, just execute. See here, these are 100 rows basically. Fine. See here, 100 rows. So, and if you want to see the statistics, you can get into the statistics. Okay, this is a table. If you want to add a visual, you can add it. Okay, so all these things you can do it. Fine. So basically, this is how we execute a very simple queries in your KQL what you call data. Now basically, if you want now see, you got first 100 any 100 what you call rows in your real-time data. Now what I want to do, I can export this to your what you call CSV, or I can pin to dashboard. I can trigger your Power BI. I can trigger your Power BI, okay, to visualize this data. Just click on this Power BI. Now it is opening your Power BI desktop, where it is loading this 100 records from your real-time data. Fine, any 100 records. So any 100 records basically. Now see here, Kusto query result. Okay, just see here. Okay, so you have this data, then you can just verify. You can start doing the visualization. Ticker with respect to what you call high. Fine, you can start visualizing your data. Fine, this is how I can basically generate your reports, real-time reports. This is the real-time data. Why I'm calling it real-time data? Because you are having a timestamp here. Okay, now every time you execute, maybe you get different data here. Okay, so because it picks up random data every time, it won't be same, maybe same or may not be same, because it is a random data. Fine, so this is a first program of your KQL, how to query your data from your KQL database tables, right? So what is the syntax? I use your database table name. What is the table name? Stocks. Okay, then this is your pipeline. Okay, then I'm using a statement called take 100. What is a take 100? Take any 100 rows in your sample rows in your table called stocks. That is a very simple way. So if you want to copy this query, yes, you can click you want anything you can do. Fine. So now let us just work on some examples in the basics of your KQL queries. Okay, because you are very new to your KQL queries. These are the common most examples what we can work on it. So this is the first example. Like if you want to get 100 rows, basically you can do that with the help of this statement. Now basically, if you want to implement certain condition, for example, you want first 10 rows, or you want 10 rows, okay, from the table, from your real-time table called sticker stocks, where column called ticker is equal to this data. Fine. For example, I want to implement certain filter. Okay, so filter or condition. So what I can do? Okay, so just let me open your new. Just copy this program. Open your new query. View. Select this. Use it as a template. Fine. Just hit enter. Okay. So copy this. Just paste. Now you can write. See. Be careful. Every statement should begin with your pipeline. So where in your stocks table, where, okay, so basically the column is your ticker or anything, any column you can take. I'll take ticker TICC. Here the column name should be exactly matched. Okay, so ticker TIC ticker is equal to, I use is equal to operator. Basically it is a comparison operator. Okay, so I want ETN. Okay, I think only we have ETN here. So what I do, okay, so basically I can say, yeah, so 500 rows. So apart from ETN, still I'm getting ETNs. We take 1000 rows. Still in. Okay, so let me just take your data, which is very near to. So we have this data called SABC. So just let me copy this program. Okay, so just I'm taking a 10 rows. SBAC, where ticker is your SBAC, just run this program. Now see here. So wherever the ticker is SBAC, okay, so you are getting only that SBAC data. Okay, but that you are getting only 10 records. Okay, for example, you have 100 records, just you get that. Fine. So this is how I can implement certain filter conditions, okay, on your data. I can implement certain filter condition on data. So what I can do, just I can click on these stocks. Now you are able to see the complete data here. So SBAC, all these things. Fine. Okay. So so already you implemented the filter. That is the reason why it is getting into. Okay. So yeah. So again, get into your query tables. Okay. Fine. So get into this. Yeah. So hope you understood, right? So basically, how can we get the data from your tables? How can we query the data from your tables? How can we filter the data from your tables? Now I don't want to basically show all the columns. Even I can what I can do, I can choose my columns whichever I want to show or query. So what I do, basically I can use something called as project. Okay, so project. Okay, so I want to project date, comma, so open, comma, high, comma, ticker. Fine. So like this I can project. So basically, like project is a command in your KQL queries where it functions show. Project means show, basically. Fine. So just click on run. So now here you are able to see only the data. Okay, only that columns, date column, open column, okay, ticker column. So 1000 rows. So if you want to show only 10 rows, you can do that again. Okay, so you can do that. Okay, right? So what is happening if you understand the structure of the program here? So first it is getting the type of the table, then it is passing the information to the first pipeline. So what is the output of a first pipeline? Filtering only these columns, then it is passing the information to the second pipeline. For these columns, show only the 10 rows. Fine. Okay. Even where you can implement, you can what you call you can implement this also. Fine. So where ticker is equal to save, like this, you can go on doing the SQL queries on your real-time tables. Fine. Okay. So these are the basic concepts. How we can query your table. For example, even how can we filter and sort. For example, I want to sort by order. Let me take this example. Okay, filtering and sorting. So basically, what is happening here? So where I'm filtering the data, only SBAC. Okay. So and I need only this date columns to be projected, and I want to filter this data based on, that is by sorting the date in the descending order. Fine. So and I want only 10 records from this. Just click on run. Okay. So now you got 10 records. Now see here's the descending order: 30, 29, 28, 27. Okay. So if you want even ascending order, yes, you can do that. Okay, in ascending order also. You got in ascending order, right? So basically, this is nothing but you are sorting. Okay, sorting or filtering of your data. Fine. Okay. Fine. So now, for example, let me just remove this take and let me execute this. What happens? Let me see. But still, you are getting the data. Okay. Fine. So let me remove this. Still you are getting data. So suppose what happens, if you have huge amount of data, for example, huge amount of data, okay, which cannot be displayed on your system. For example, now see here, just I run the stocks. Though stocks is having huge amount of data, so it is more than 5 lakhs. It is more than having 5 lakhs. It is giving some limitations. See, your query limits exceeded. Your query execution time and exceeded because there is a huge amount of data which I can't load it on your system. So that is the reason why I'm getting some error. But still, it is able to show you 5 lakh records, 5 lakhs records still. Okay. So in order to minimize this, I need some filtering. That is the reason why I go for your pipe. Okay. So I take this command, take command. Okay, I restrict the data of the output with the help of this command. Fine. Fine. So take 10. Okay, or take 100. So I work only with the sample data. Now see here, I'm not getting an error. Hope we understood, right? What is stick? Right. So like this, I can restrict the data of my output with the help of your take. I can use your filter with the help of your where. I can basically sort, okay, with the help of your order by. Basically, these are all the statements what you have did in your SQL also, but in different way. That's it. Fine. So even I can do some grouping and aggregations or grouping and aggregation operations in your KQL database or on your KQL database tables. For example, let me just take this column. Okay. Yeah. So let me take this. Fine. So where I want to count the total. Yeah. Now what is happening here? See, I want in your stocks table. Okay. I want to count the total records. How many total records? I don't know how many records are there, right? Because it is showing only 5 lakhs records. Above that, it is not showing the records, but there are many rows actually, right? So of course, when you loaded your table, you got your statistics. There you are able to understand how many, but programmatically, how can you get total number of records? Fine, just run this, you get total records is equal to count. Summarize, basically summarize is a keyword. These are aggregations keyword. Basically, if you want to perform certain aggregations operations, then you can use your keyword called summarize. Just click on run. Fine. Now see here, these many total records, we have 38 lakhs records. Okay. So similarly, if you want to perform certain aggregation, like I want to know the maximum value of your close. Okay. So, and minimum value of your close. Okay. So just let me take this program. Okay. So this is your So we have something called as close. Okay, so let me what is called so 1 minute. So this is a close column. Okay, fine. Yeah, 1 minute, just be online. 1 minute, I'll be coming. One minute, guys. I'll be back. 2 minutes, I'll be back. 1 minute. Alright, guys. Yeah. So now what is happening here? So let me get into your queries. So let me choose this program where I want your minimum and maximum value of your what do you call it, close column. Okay. So we have a close column. So just let me execute this what do you call it, query. Fine. So yeah. So let us explore what is that close column. So you have a close column here. Okay, where you have some values. Okay. So where you have some values, okay. So I want a minimum value and maximum value of this closed column, or anything you can use, high column or open column, whatever it is. So this is the code where I am using, okay. See, for let me just what you call it, summarize. See, I'm using some max aggregation function. I'm using some minimum aggregation functions and assigning to the variables called max close and minimum close. Fine. So this is how syntax in your KQL database to query to perform certain aggregation functions. Click on run. Click on run. Now see here, this is a maximum closing value. This is a minimum closing value for your data, for your stocks. Fine. Okay. So similarly, how we perform your aggregation functions. Okay, we can also perform certain grouping functions on all these things. Basically, for example, you can what do you call even you can what do you call calculate average of close. For example, let me just use this program. Now I want to calculate the average of close group by ticker. Fine. For every, because we have different tickers, for every ticker, okay, what is an average value of the close? Then I can perform certain grouping concepts also. Okay, so this is by for the ticker TMO, this is average close value. For the ticker CVX, this is average close value. Like this, I can perform certain grouping operations also with the help of your KQL queries. So this is nothing but your aggregations. Aggregations means working on what you call group of data, performing certain calculations like minimum, maximum, average, all these things. Some are, grouping means based on certain categories you can group. Basically, all these things you can do in your SQL also, right? So then any other, like basically apart from your aggregation function, we can visualize your data. See, for example, I calculated what you call average. Okay, so and group by trigger. Now I want to visualize the data with the help of your bar chart. What I can do, I can use a keyword called render. So after calculating your average, then what you call group by ticker, I want to render that result or visualize the data with the help of your bar chart or pie chart, any chart basically, or time frame basically. So click on run. Now see here, you're getting some error. Why? Because expected, what is that error? Bar chart sync gusto. Okay. Okay, very sorry. Copy it. Now it works fine. What is the error again? Yeah, chart. Now see here, you are able to visualize your data with the help of your bar chart. Okay. So even you can visualize your data in different manner. Okay. So there are n number of charts like your pie chart. Okay. So let me visualize your data with a pie chart. Okay. So this is your, you use a render keyword in order to visualize your data in your pie chart. Fine. Okay. So even you can visualize your data with the help of your time chart. So basically for time chart, see every chart it's having its own data requirements. For example, if I use your time chart, so the data requirement is different. It should have the time and date values to be, see here you are getting error basically. Why? Because your time chart, it requires date and time values in order to visualize, right? But this is not a date and time value. So what I do basically, I will take certain date and time related values from your real-time stock tables. Okay. So now see here, I'm projecting only the date and close. I'm taking only what you call 100. Then I'm visualizing that data, date data with respect to time chart. So basically, we work with time series analysis, your machine learning, all these things we'll discuss that. Okay. So KQL databases are what you call very popular in your time series analysis. Okay, time series data. Okay, so they are very important in analyzing your time series data. Right. So time chart. This is our time chart. So what is the closure at what time, basically, fine. So this is how I can perform n number of operations, query operations with the help of your KQL databases. Even I can perform certain joins, like your full order joins. I have two tables like company table, and I do have a sticker, what you call stocks table in your KQL database, where I can join your two tables. I can perform your join operations. Okay. So now see here, I'm using the stocks as the first table. Join, what kind of join? Inner join. Then with what table you want to join? Company, basically data. So let me just change the name of the table, company data. Okay, on ticker based. Okay, based on ticker, because ticker is a common column between your company data and the stocks. Based on common column called ticker, I want to perform inner join. Okay, using your KQL database queries. You can't run. So now basically it has joined. Basically here, these two are from your ticker one and company name. These are from your company data, and other columns are from your stocks. Even you can what you call use your full outer join. Okay, so full outer join. Okay, so basically you can perform your full outer join. Okay, so let me just take this program. So full outer join, so company file and ticker, I'm able to show only these. I'll be able to show in our project only these columns and take 10. See why I'm taking 10. So I'll show you what happens if you are not taking 10, because full outer basically it's still showing error. What is the error? Join operator. Okay, full outer on ticker. Okay, so basically, and yeah, because it's not able to find company file here. So this is actually company data. Fine, the table name is company data. That is the reason why you're showing error. Now just run. Yes, it is a full outer join. For example, if I remove this, okay, what happens? Let us see. Maybe you may get some error, because full outer join is the complete. You are having around 37 lakhs of data in your stacks, and you have very few data in your company table. That is altogether it is 37 lakhs. Again, it is showing only 5 lakhs. Basically it is exceeding its limit. That is the reason why you are getting the data. That is the reason why always better to use your vertical filter here itself. Okay, so pipeline take 10. Fine, so that you won't get an error. Okay, yeah, again you are execute. Fine. Done. Okay, fine. So like this you can perform your full outer joins also. Fine. Okay, so basically this is about your KQL, a very simple what you call queries which are highly very important to perform your real-time analytics, and even more than sufficient to perform your real-time analytics in your KQL environment. So whatever the queries we executed till now, these are nothing but your KQL queries, the basics fundamentals of your KQL queries, which is more than suffice in your data science, to handle with your data. Fine. Okay. So now basically, we have discussed. So what we discussed till now, we discussed about your real-time analytics. What is real-time analytics? Okay. So then what is the importance of real-time analytics? Okay. Applications of real-time analytics. What is KQL database? What is used and why it is used? Okay. Then what is KQL language? Okay. Why it is used? Then examples of your KQL language. We created your KQL database in your event house. First we created your event house, then KQL database. Then basically in your KQL databases, we started ingesting, the data, right? We created a real-time sample data, like real-time data called stocks. Then again, we ingested external data called company data. So then we created shortcuts of your KQL database in lake houses and data warehouses, okay? And we started analyzing the data there also, fine? So then basically, we started working on your KQL queries, okay? So we spent some good time on your KQL queries, basics of your KQL queries. How can we query a table? How can we limit a table? How can we write a conditions using where clause? How can we join the tables? How can we filter the tables, perform aggregation operations, okay? Group by operations, what you called even sorting operations, all these different operations on your data by using KQL queries on your KQL database, fine? So now even you see this is the architecture where fabric architecture, where if you see here your KQL database, okay, real-time analytics, okay, so it is using your real-time analytics, okay, so it is using your KQL, okay, query to query the data, fine, okay. So basically, even others, for example, your data warehousing, data integration, and data engineering, they are using T-SQL and Spark, which we have discussed in the previous classes, okay. So even if you see your storage, it is storing the data in your ParQ formats and number of formats, what I have seen, right? A very simple architecture of your KQL database, okay, how we can analyze with the help of your lakehouse. So now in the next classes, by tomorrow's class at around 4 p.m., we'll start your class by 4 p.m. Don't miss the class, a very important class. How can we create an event streams? Okay, so what are these event streams? See, as I discussed you, there are many ways to ingest your data in your KQL databases. So this is your database, right? Okay, so we ingested this stocks data, and also we ingested this company data, fine? So there are many other ways. So we, for example, when you click on this, when you click on get data, we are able to see these event streams also. What is this event streams? Basically, if you want to ingest real-time data, streaming data, so it will be every time it will be loading. Okay, so it's not like today it is loading and tomorrow it is stopping. It's not like that. Every time it is loading. Okay, as you refresh, it gets loaded actually. Right. So how can we create your real-time event streams? How can we load your real-time data? So into your lake, how what you called see, basically these event streams, we can create event streams where we can load your real-time data to your KQL databases. From there KQL database, we can load to multiple sources like your lake houses, data warehouses, any other source, right? So in tomorrow's class, we'll discuss about these event streams, and n number of things are there. Okay, so we'll try to finish your real-time analytics concepts, right? Okay, so I need again 1.5 to 2 hours of time by tomorrow's class, okay, so that we can finish up your real-time analytical concepts, right? A very important day class for tomorrow's class. Please try to attend, right? Any queries, guys? It looks a bit confusing for you because it's the first time, basically, but it's pretty easy once you practice the things, okay? So it becomes very easy. Believe me, it's a very easy concept, right? Nothing difficult is there yet. Only that it uses old syntax to get the things to be done, right? Any queries till now?
Do we have a cheat sheets for this one as well? KQL
Sorry.
cheat sheets.
Cheat sheets. Basically, cheat sheets. for example, if you are able to, for example, if you are able to have some what you call predefined functions or some see, KQL is nothing but a data sets, like see, cheat sheets are prepared by by yourself, or cheat sheets are not like readily available. Okay, see, for example, you want to quickly remember the things. Okay, so then you go for cheat. What is cheat sheet? Cheat sheet is a very quick reference. Okay,
Right.
so how you got cheat sheets for pandas? Someone would have been designed. Okay,
Mm.
so, and they kept all things in one location, not one paper. Okay, fine, that's called cheat sheet. Okay, so you can also create your cheat sheet for your KQL database. That's not a problem. Okay, but as of now, no companies will give ready-made cheat sheets available. But if you want, you can prepare. By your own, you can prepare. Cheat sheet for your event fabric, so that as soon as you see that, you can get the information. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
So have some practice. Okay, so get hands on by today. So tomorrow we'll explore many things. Okay, then we can close it up. The real-time data analytics. Then we can get into your data science. Okay, so how can we create your machine learning models? How can we use your real-time data sets? All these integrations will happen there. Yeah, right. Data science.
Okay. Okay.
So thank you guys. So
Yeah.
recorded will be uploaded in the session soon. So
Sure.
do this and try to have some hands-on. So let me have you have any queries tomorrow. We'll meet at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Fine. All the best. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Ritvik.
Well.
Thanks, Ritvik.